Imagine this, a secret group that disappeared more than 200 years ago. And yet today, millions believe it controls governments, banks, artists, presidents, and wars. And the strangest thing, some symbols, names, and connections do exist. So the question becomes inevitable. Were the Illuminati just a historical paranoia? Or is the modern world built on a network of power that has never stopped existing? Because the more you investigate, the harder it becomes to separate myth from reality. Everything begins in Bavaria, present-day Germany, in 1776. A law professor, Adam Weishaupt, started a secret group called the Order of the Illuminati. Its official goal was to reduce religious influence and the monarchy. It also sought to promote rationalist ideas during the Enlightenment. But the group did not last long. It was banned by the Bavarian government just a few years later. End of the story, or not. Centuries later, the name Illuminati linked to presidents, billionaires, celebrities, and music. It would also become linked to secret societies and alleged plans for world control. And that is where the real mystery begins, the birth of a secret society. In 1776, Europe was changing. Monarchies dominated much of the continent. The church had a lot of influence. Ideas of freedom were beginning to spread. Adam Weishaupt saw all of this as a corrupt system. That is why he created a secret, selective, and hierarchical organization. They only accepted carefully chosen members. They used secret names, rituals, internal ranks, and although today that sounds cinematic, at that time it was relatively common. Many intellectual societies worked that way. But there is something important. The Illuminati tried to infiltrate large groups, such as Masonic lodges, and this is where many modern theories are born. Since then, Illuminati has been associated with Freemasonry, elites, politics, and hidden power. Although historically, they were not exactly the same thing. The ban that changed everything. In 1785, the Bavarian government declared the order illegal. The Illuminati vanished from public view. But when authorities ban a secret society, something curious happens. The mystery grows. Rumors began that they continued operating in secret, that they had infiltrated members, that they influenced European revolutions, and shortly after, something huge happens. The French Revolution. Suddenly, conservative authors began blaming the Illuminati for everything. The fall of monarchies, political chaos, rebellions. There was no solid evidence, but the fear had already been planted. Throughout history, one thing is clear. During a crisis, people seek an invisible hand amid the chaos, the birth of the modern myth. During the 20th century, the concept of the Illuminati evolved. It was no longer just a German secret society. Now it was a global theory. A powerful elite controlling governments, economies, media, and culture. Here comes a key point. The Cold War, intelligence agencies, covert operations, political assassinations, and propaganda are also present. Reality was already strange enough. So many people ask themselves, if governments hide things, what else are they hiding? That thought fueled decades of conspiracies. The internet changed everything. But the real growth of the Illuminati happened with the internet. Forums, videos, viral chains, TikTok, YouTube. Suddenly, any symbol could become evidence. A triangle, an eye, a hand pose, a music video. And the more famous people appeared connected, the more believable it seemed to some. Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Rihanna, Kanye West, Lady Gaga. Millions began examining interviews, photos, and concerts. They did it as if they were secret messages. And honestly, some videos were incredibly well edited, enough to make you doubt for a few seconds. The all-seeing eye, one of the symbols most associated with the Illuminati, is the famous all-seeing eye. The eye inside a pyramid, the same symbol that appears on the United States $1 bill. And this is where the mystery explodes, because for many, that is definitive proof. The system is showing it to us right in front of us. But historical reality is more complex. That symbol existed long before modern theories. It is linked to Christian iconography, Freemasonry, and the idea of divine surveillance. Even so, the human brain is designed to detect patterns. And when a person already believes in a theory, every coincidence seems to confirm it. The club of the powerful. Over time, the Illuminati stopped being a specific organization. Now they represent something bigger, the idea of an untouchable elite. And honestly, that part does touch something real. There are private groups of very powerful people. They include political meetings, economic forums, and billionaire businessmen. There are also lobbies and events like the Bilderberg Group. These meetings have generated suspicion. When powerful people meet in private, imagination runs wild. The main theory says that the Illuminati never disappeared. According to this idea, the organization developed and gradually infiltrated governments, corporations, banks, entertainment industries, media outlets. Its alleged goal would be to create a new world order, a centralized system of political, economic, and cultural control. Supporters of this theory point to repeated symbols, connections between elites, unusual historical events, coordinated behaviors. It is important to make a distinction. Claiming that groups of power and influence exist is one thing. Saying a secret group controls the world from the shadows is quite different, because to this day, there is no conclusive evidence proving that. Strange coincidence. Many believe there are too many coincidences to ignore. Celebrities using similar symbols, almost identical political speeches, connected corporations, extremely influential families for generations. And yes, when you observe certain circles of power, it really seems that a small group moves much of the world's money. Secret meetings, private events like Bilderberg have generated suspicion for decades. Politicians, businessmen, bankers, and technological leaders meeting away from cameras. That fuels the conspiracy narrative. The lack of evidence about global control creates distrust. In addition, the lack of transparency makes it worse. There is no definitive proof. The main problem with the Illuminati theory is this: there is no clear evidence of a global organization operating the way conspiracy theories claim. Many arguments depend on interpretations, symbolism, or indirect connections. Confirmation bias. The human brain loves finding patterns, especially in moments of uncertainty. If someone believes in the Illuminati, any triangle, gesture, or coincidence will be seen as proof. That is known as confirmation bias. And it is one of the reasons why conspiracy theories can feel so convincing. The internet rewards mystery. There is also another factor, the algorithm. Conspiracy videos, like this one, generate retention, comments, debates, and strong emotions. That causes the internet to constantly reward this type of content. And many times, the most viral stories are not the truest ones. They are the most shocking. So, why do millions continue believing in the Illuminati? Because the theory touches several very deep human fears. The feeling that we do not have control. The idea that someone else is moving the pieces. Distrust toward elites. The need to find meaning in chaos. And in a way, the Illuminati function as a modern version of ancient myths. Before they were gods, then witches, then secret societies. Today, they are invisible elites controlling the system. The internet amplified all of that. Now a theory can cross the world in minutes, and the more mysterious it seems, the more attention it receives. But there is also something uncomfortable. Although there is no organization controlling everything on the planet, there are people with a lot of power, and many important decisions do happen far away from the public. Maybe that is why the theory never dies, because it mixes fantasy with small parts of reality. And that combination is dangerously convincing. So, are the Illuminati real? Historically, yes, they existed. But the modern version, the secret organization that controls the world from the shadows, has no clear proof. Even so, the theory survived centuries. Why? Because the real mystery is not the Illuminati. The real mystery is how much power a small group of people can have. When will the rest of the world stop understanding the system? And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly what keeps the conspiracy alive to this day. Now the question remains open. Do you think the Illuminati are a modern myth? Or do you believe that some coincidences have a deeper significance? Leave me your theory in the comments. If you want us to discuss another theory or topic, leave it in the comments. We will keep this code hidden until next time.